what can Matrix Resurrections tell us about today?
As time progresses, the Matrix gets more and more relevant. Now, today, I think the amount of time that we spend ingrained in our technology and our alternate reality, it makes the Matrix even more relatable.
Okay, Carrie-Anne, Keanu, welcome to my Hangout.
Cool, hi.
Hi.
Now, this past weekend, I was in my backyard raking leaves, and the next morning, my back hurt, my shoulder didn't work properly, and you two are doing your own stunts.
Yeah, I don't know if we do stunts, but we do a lot of the action in the film.
I'm worried about you two. You gotta, maybe this is less of an interview, more of an intervention. It's time to go a little easy on things.
No. It's great, man. It's Matrix action. It's awesome.
Still no kung fu.
The Matrix was the perfect movie at the perfect time. The internet was somewhat in its infancy. We were all worried about Y2K. What is the Matrix Resurrections going to help us learn about this time?
Maybe the interrelationship between virtual and real.
All right.
And social media. Maybe our interactions, man, humankind and machine. What else we got?
What does it mean to be human within this highly technical environment?
Yeah. Those sound like very valuable lessons these days. Carrie-Anne, Trinity was so important to the women of my generation. Around Halloween, Keanu, I saw way more Trinity costumes than I did Neo costumes.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. What does it mean to get to introduce, this strong, smart character to a new generation of women?
Amazing. I love playing Trinity. I love her as a character and enjoy being her. It's amazing.
Part of me feels like I have been waiting my whole life for you.
If you want to see Trinity again, fight for her!
I saw this in a dream. My dream ended here.
Any trepidation stepping back into characters you haven't portrayed in decades?
No, I was so excited about it and up for the challenge and trusting Lana's vision. I'm sure there were moments when I felt daunted, but I'm not feeling them right now. So therefore, perhaps I'll pretend I never felt them. I'll live in my own reality.
All right. Speaking of, I think I'm getting sucked out of this reality. I want to thank you both so much for your time and be careful out there. Come on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome to my Hangout, sir.
That's your Hangout, huh? I appreciate you having me, Gordon. Hey, let me get a drink, man. How about that?
I am nothing if not a gracious host, so welcome.
All right.
You're obviously stepping into some pretty big shoes in the role of Morpheus. Now, as an actor, how do you draw a line between honoring what came before, but also making it your own?
You really have to find a true appreciation for what came, before. I think sometimes, people have opportunities to step into some shoes and they want to just go, in the complete opposite direction. For myself, I wanted to, honor some of the things that I loved about Lawrence Fishburne's portrayal of Morpheus. The dignity, how grounded he was, how cool he was.
They taught you good. Made you believe their world was all you deserved. But some part of you knew that was a lie. Some part of you remembered what was real. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up.
You don't know me.
No?
The script told me that I had a character who did respect and revere Morpheus. But he was also aware that he was growing into his own person, finding his own personality, finding his own style. And so really, the script was really my guideline in terms of the character's perspective on Morpheus.
Now, The Matrix is obviously a wildly popular franchise. What's it like to kind of come into it as the new guy? Are you kind of like, let's see how this works? Or are you just going to elbow your way in and show them who's boss?
No, this is one where you can't step in and feel your way around. You have to come in and you have to take ownership. You know, the Matrix, the acting, the writing, the style, the intention. It's a bold franchise. You know, it's a very bold world, and everyone that comes in has to own their part and their position in order for it all to add up. That being said, I still definitely wasn't exempt from, some moments on set where, I'm standing across from Keanu or Carrie-Anne, and you look around and you just really got to pinch yourself, because I know you from when I was this big, you know what I mean? And you have to pinch yourself sometimes. But, after that, you kind of have your moment, you get it out of the way, and then you plant your feet in the ground and, you get back to work.
Now, The Matrix, when it first released in '99, was the perfect movie for the perfect time. Y2K, we're the infancy of the internet. What can Matrix Resurrections tell us about today?
I think as time progresses, the Matrix gets more and more relevant. I think when The Matrix first came out, the ideas about how ingrained we are into technology. And how technology is so ingrained into our world, that's sort of a hypothesis. But now today, I think the amount of time that we spend ingrained in our technology and our alternate reality, it makes the Matrix even more relatable. I think today our Matrix is an observation of that, but it's also a story about hope. I think right now we need more than ever love and unity and connection and to really decide. I think now is a great time to ask the question of who is in control. Are we in control of our choices, or are choices being made for us? And
that's great.
Those are some of the things that we'll be discussing in this film.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to go grab you that drink. Have a great day.
No doubt. Take care.
Priyanka, welcome to my Hangout.
Thank you.
Now, heading into The Matrix, your character, we don't know a lot about her, but we know she's wise. She sees the truth. And in a franchise like The Matrix that has such rich lore and subtext just buried everywhere, was it a challenge to bring, depth to the moments that you had to create?
No, not at all. Because I think, Lana, the world of The Matrix is literally depth. Every single character is intentional. Every single scene is intentional. There's a reason for everything that happens. And I think the layers are what is so beautiful about the Matrix franchise, I think. And especially my character, I played the grown-up version of Sati, which was a little girl that was established in the last movie. And she was left in under the care of the Oracle. And that's where we see her last. And there's a foreshadowing of her role in Neo's journey. There's a foreshadowing of her playing a really pivotal part in creating peace between humans and machines. So it's really cool to be able to inherit such a detailed character and then to build the background on her. Character development is so much fun to me, but I really leaned on Lana for it.
Now, like I said, The Matrix, the story is so rich, but I just want to kung fu everything. Did you get to kung fu enough?
No, I didn't. My character doesn't do that.
Do you want to kung fu now?
No, I don't want to kung fu now. I'm not good at it.
The Matrix was literally everything when I was in college, not to date myself, but I am an old man. What was the reaction like when you told people that you were going to be part of such an iconic franchise?
I think there was a lot of excitement. I was very excited. My family was very excited about being able to take it on. I think that as an actor, you kind of go in to do your job. So you've got to kind of leave the starstruck excitement of being a part of it outside the door. And I think that's what I focused on after I got all my tickles and giggles done.
Well, Priyanka, I think I'm getting sucked out of this reality. I want to thank you so much for your time. This is a ton of fun.
Thank you so much.
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small.
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.